How are you this afternoon, this early evening? Today we are doing Yang something. Yang Xiao Long. I think that's how you say it. She is from RWBY. Apparently, it's an American manga. Hey, JP, how are you? You need to something to watch while you drive. I'm not sure whether you should be watching something while you're driving unless it's the road. This could potentially lead to an accident. But yeah, we did pretty good this morning or at noon. We had 57. We're up to 61 views for that and 26 likes. So that is good. That is way up from last week. Got to get it up even more, but and last week this one only did 14 views, but it was only on for an hour too. So and 6 likes. Hopefully we can get better than that for drawing this manga. Although the manga last week did 25 views and 5 likes. So who knows? But how are you doing on your drive home? JP. Hopefully you're still here listening. Because we want people here. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. Because of the show. I have put out the link for some people. Come in if they want. Apparently JP stopped watching. Either that or he can't respond due to the fact that he is driving. Don't exactly want him to get in an accident. Nobody watching. Oh, JP runs for a while. Geez, I might be finished this by the time anybody comes today. Well, after JP, anyways. JP was here right at the beginning, so or close to the beginning. So hey, started work. I just got here. Hey, you're about 17 minutes late then. No. It is. I looked it up. It was under anime. It's American anime. Excuse me. Yeah, screen share. See? Pronounced Ruby. Is an American anime style web series and media franchise created by Monty Oum for Rooster Teeth. So, hey, depends on how much the series has been dubbed into Japanese and broadcast in Tokyo MX. Evan, you're saying, how you gonna tell me five dudes in Texas can make an anime without ever drawing a single line? And in my head, it's 3D, Rick. It's not art. Well, you may not consider it anime, but there's apparently several people who do. All I do is just look stuff up and draw. And even if it's 3D, they would have had to draw, I think, a line or two. It's 3D art. One, two, three. I'm just going with the five. Textures don't count. Oh, what do you consider? Do you not consider, say, something like Reboot? I would. I'm not saying that's anime, but do you not consider it a cartoon? They just flip the polygon normals to simulate lines. Reboot's not a cartoon. Then what is it? Oh, okay. Then do you not consider it an animation? There. Plead the fifth. And anime is just Japanese animation. They're supposed to be. So they've made a Japanese style animation, which is considered manga. Now, there you might get into something. Can it be anime when it's not created by, well, not Japanese, but Asian people? Now, there is your possible argument. Texas is not Japan. Well, China's not Japan either, but they can produce, or Korea can produce, any of the Oriental / Asian, however you want to say it, can produce anime. But if something is done in that style, does that make it anime then? Or manga? Because I do believe they do have. Let me look at my Wikipedia thing here. Voices, composers, but the distributor is Warner Brothers Japan. So I don't think it's in manga yet. So So I guess I don't know who you would actually go to. Who officially says if something's manga or anime or not? Is there a source for this? sort of thing. Who gets to say whether it's anime or manga? I don't know if lazily recycle motion capture through on some 3D asset is considered anime or it's just plug and play at that point. I don't know either. I looked up anime, it came up, and I'm drawing it. At this point, I consider it enough anime for me to draw. And of course, you're just, well, you may actually believe what you're saying, but you're also trying to give me a hard time, which I don't mind. Should have put her a little lower on the page. Her head's gonna not quite. Well, her head might, but her hair. Before Monty Oum died, he told me not only recycle the same motion cap and actions within, but the six ones use the red blue. So, me, so RYBI is just reskin machine. You don't need to see all the hair, I guess. We need an expert here. Where is Elric when you need him? Or maybe even Bob. Bitty 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 bitty. So we got some good numbers for. Hey, model. Yeah, did some good numbers. We got um, high noon was so far 61. Although with doing this, it's probably going to be nobody's going to pay attention to that. And of course, about 10 tonight, I should be releasing another princess video. I'm going to make it a premiere. You know, they're only like 5 or 6 minutes, so that way you should get a notification with making it a premiere. And I'll be there for the first run. So how are you doing today, model? No, I probably asked you earlier when you were in the other stream, but things could have changed. Probably not. I need to get new number 3 soon. New ink. But my store is going through some transitions to get stuff at, so right now it's really difficult to get stuff. So anybody got anything to say? Anything whatsoever? Something I can interact with? Rick, why is everything a gun in RWBY in Ruby? I get it that it's made in Texas, but it doesn't have. But it doesn't take place in Texas. Totally breaks the immersion. Um, what about stuff like Vosh or whatever Vosh is from? Doesn't it have guns? Some animes do have guns, I think. Robotech, Gundam. I'm sure there's other ones. You're confusing it with real guns. What? There's not real guns on that ship, or in the Veritech fighters or whatever. Those are guns on her arms. Nunchucks, no guns. I'm not sure whether they're um, guns or flamethrowers. I think there's some sort of flamethrowers. Actually, no, gun hammer. No, gun hammer. Oh, look at all that fire she's producing. Well, you don't see what I'm seeing. Give me a second or two here. Screen share. See, fire. I know there's a shell there or whatever. Because from what I know, she's supposed to have some sort of when I get, she's supposed to have. I get it. You're saying this thing here is a gun, but I think it's a flamethrower, not so much a gun. But I could be wrong. What do I know? I've never seen the show once. See, they've even got fire coming out of it on this one. I don't know whether you're actually telling me the truth about that banning that in Canada or not. Or whether you're just trying to play with my tiny little head. I'm sure it was banned somewhere. Yeah, banned in China. I'm joking because I do not know. If that's the case, it's totally coincidence that I said that. Yeah, but California, maybe? Ooh, we got three people here now. Hello to whomever's watching that was not watching before. Hey, Joshua, how are you? Yes, we see you there watching, Joshua. Now stop joshing us. Last week, lots of people were coming in for the thing of high noon. They're starting now. Nobody. So, Joshua, I'm not sure how much you're into anime, but would you consider RWBY a, I'm Raggedy, you can answer this too. Would you consider it an anime? We were debating whether it was or not earlier. Me and Evan, because it was made in Texas. Yes, Evan, what can I do for you? And fancy, what do you mean by fancy, Raggedy? If it's weeb, it's anime. If you search RWBY on YouTube, you're ranked number 3 in results. That's higher than the people who made it. Well, that's nice to know. Maybe we'll get some views from that. because of that. Well, I think I said thank you, Raggedy, for saying the fancy. No, sorry, but thank you now. No, he's thinking this RWBW has been banned in Canada. He doesn't really know. He's just making stuff up now. I might take a watch. I got it on. I think I got it on my one thing in the living room. Hey, Bob. Okay, we got Bob here, a semi-expert. Not quite as good as Elric, but Bob, would you consider our WBWA anime? It was produced in or made by guys in Texas, but it is that style. It's supposed to be in the Wikipedia. It said something about RWBY. You say it, RWBY. Who lost you as a customer, Raggedy? These guys? Bob says yes. He is a somewhat expert here on whether it would be considered. So, probably, I think probably a lot more than you on anime. I could be wrong, though. Bob was my first resident anime expert. I think I started drawing anime because of him. So, how goes the new semester of school, Bob? Bob says, "Yep, I'm a veteran." And Evan saying, "I am your resident Ruther teeth expert." Okay, now we need Elric here. We need a double confirmation. I guess so. Make me angry too to start school early. I didn't even know I was drawing this at noon. I never even mentioned this at noon. Save for the fact that I was drawing anime. Oh, crud. Yes, Dave?
Where's the popcorn?
Uh, Rick, do you know who Elkion is? Of course not, Bob. Of course not.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's see. Evan thinks he's pretty cognate. Alchemist Art is a small YouTube channel that draws anime real well. I think that's supposed to be. Raggy Man says, I just got off the phone with however you pronounce that name. And he said, how do you, Rick? Say the name of anime with this. Evan says, now I have no one to troll. No trolley, trolley, trolley. Reason is good. Shoot, I did not use my big thick. Where did I put it? There's my black markers. I have a link to the show, Rick. What, to my show or some other show? Or are you saying you want a link? Oh, this is good. Have you watched it? Oh, Bob says he just watched a bit of it and it's trash. But is it still anime? Just because it's trash doesn't mean it's not anime. And sometimes you need to get through a episode or two to get to liking a show too. So Okay, so Bob doesn't consider it anime now. Oh well. With and Warren. Warren and with. I got fooled. It's all CGI. So, how does that make it not quote unquote anime? It's animation. That's all really anime stands for is animation, Japanese animation. Right? No different than, any other CGI animation, but this time it's in the style of anime. Dang it. Lazy animation. That's why they must pay. Bob, let's go reckon. Hey, it must be pretty. Hey, ERTs. Must be pretty decent. Well, decent, I think, anyways. There's been like, what, 6 seasons of it? Let's see. Yeah, 6 seasons. Let's see, by. No, it's not. Pope Fire. Let's see. Okay. I like a Jin a lot, despite the CGI, but it wasn't as bad as this. Evan says the animation is high tech and efficient. Raggedy, they just use it poorly. I heard Gundam can do good CGI. 6 seasons. I read that. These robots so save a lot of seasons too. How many did that have? I forget. It is not. You know, it sounds just as bad, if not worse, if you put reverse those for Starfire and Babs, Babs Dick and Fire Dick. Gotta go grill some food. Okay, catch you later, JP. Have a good night. Video will be released at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. You want to check it out? That will be another Disney princess one. And I'm going to do a premiere for it. That way, hopefully, everybody gets a notification. Okay, later, Bob. Have a good night's sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Be here tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time, doing some Canadian Shield pages. Well, then, I should sign this. Who does? Hey, Sticky Art Channel. Color it. I put in coloring. I want to scan it to color it, Evan, I want to do that digitally. That way I can sell this like this, hopefully, at some point. Because I haven't tried to sell any of my anime yet. And I've got a whole bunch of anime drawings. Yeah, till about 8 months ago, I hadn't tried anime sticky art. Maybe a year ago now. Excuse me. I had yet to try anime manga. I've got a little bit of a talent for it. I don't know most of what I'm drawing, but I look up some reference and I draw. I just hope it draws people to my channel. Well, if you want to make sure you get a character drawn a month, Evan, there's a way to do that. It's called my Patreon, $5 level. I did look at a couple other names that I might go for next week. Sakura Kinomoto and Harlequin Bring or something like that. That's impossible, Evan. I've been at this just over a year and haven't known you for a year. And I'm sure when you first popped up on my live streams, I'm glad you did, mind you. Now, that's not to say I won't draw that character next week, if I remember. Because Tuesdays will be anime, manga, anime. DC will be on Mondays now, and Thursdays will stay Marvel. And I will be trying to do 2 or 3 independent characters a week for short videos. Sasuke Bushuka Amungi guaranteed 1 million views. If you can say, how can you guarantee that? And what is in the length of time for the 1 million views? 2 days, a day, 5 years. Pleading the fifth. Okay, that's not good. Okay, let's look at this character. How interesting is the character to draw? I don't really like non-interesting characters to draw. What is this? Sailor Jupiter? I think it's Jupiter. Who's green? No. Yeah, Jupiter's green. It's Samurai Jupiter. Here, let me write the name down. That way I won't forget. Well, that way when I do forget, I got somewhere to remind me. So it's zombie killing Sailor Jupiter. Hey, John, how are you? You know, well, no, you're not. Oh, you hit the link from this morning, Dillard. Or more accurately, well, not this morning, but well, morning for you. Technically afternoon. Noon. You're in the wrong green room, Dillard. There you go, John. You can get in the right green room. You can punch out. He can pooch out. What is pooch, Dillard? What is pooch? Where is my? There it is. Now, hello, John.
Hi, Rick. How are you?
Good.
So what's new?
Not much. What are you drawing there?
I'm drawing. This is a tattoo for somebody that I know. He wants me to design two Mexican wrestling masks. One of them is a Japanese wrestling mask,
Okay.
and they're gonna go on his hands.
Cool.
So that's what I'm working on. What are you working on?
Well, I've finished up. What's her name? Let Yang something. Yang Xiao Long from RWBY anime. Although some people might disagree that it's an anime, like Evan and Bob. Although,
Are you gonna color it?
I was gonna color it digitally.
Oh, so you're about to wrap up your show then?
I can stick around for a bit and we can talk. Just maybe showcase you what you're doing.
You don't gotta showcase little old me. I'm just working on this. I got home pretty early from work today, dude. I was like, oh hell yeah, I was able to do stuff.
Oh wow! What's early?
Like I got out at like noon.
Your time, noon your time.
Yes, 3:00 your time.
So you were still at work when I was on the
Well,
first
yeah.
time, which that link that you hit at first was too.
Oh, I didn't actually hit any link. I was just giving you a hint that I wanted to come on.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that foolish. I know a link is a link. So this character that you're drawing, what is it from?
The anime is called RWBW.
RWBW.
Yeah, I think somebody said it stands for red, white, blue, and yellow. I know nothing about it. Apparently, it's all CG, and the bottom bunch of them were saying it's crap.
Everybody's saying that it's crap. Who are you drawing? You're drawing this Riding Hood character and the
on the Yang Xiao Long. I'm not sure which one she is. I don't think it's the Riding Hood one.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
I just was looking for something interesting to draw. It looked like some decent costumes or whatever you want to call it.
Some costume design. Yeah, some of those costume designs on these anime shows are fantastic, man.
Yeah. You know, I don't just like drawing the business suits. I've been saying it's the yellow one with the gun bracers. With the flame thrower bracers. I believe they do flame throwing.
The yellow one with the gun bracers. Oh, so it stands for red, white, black, and yellow.
Yeah.
And you're drawing the yellow one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People here, hey Matt. Or I drew the yellow one. Oh, it's black and yellow? I wasn't sure whether it was black or blue.
So, Rick, are you a fan of wrestling?
I was in the 80s.
In the 80s?
And early 90s.
Uh-oh, my phone just died. There goes my reference.
Matt says, hey, Cross, I had an idea for a comic I'd love to chat with you about sometime. Maybe you'd like it. For sure. No problem.
I got to get over to this StreamYard and lower the volume because, good Lord, my eardrums are getting blown out right now.
I'm not even talking loud.
There we go. No, that's not right. Say something?
It's Matt says, oh, I don't know. Me, Matt, or another Matt? You, Matt. You don't want a mat. You don't want him as a mat. You don't want to stomp all over Matthew, Mr. Kimball.
So when you prepare yourself to do a drawing and you're gathering your reference and all that, how important is it to you as an artist that you're familiar with the character?
Well, seeing as how 90% of or 99% of what I've been drawing on my channel, I know nothing, very little about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like every anime character I draw, I know nothing about practically. DC and Marvel, you know, like I draw Superman. I know quite a bit about Superman, you know, or Joker, but you know, who did I draw?
Well, I'm not asking like how much you know about all. I'm not saying how important is it to you.
Well, I'm just saying because I'm probably not that. It's better, I think, if I do know a bit more than, you know, I've seen the character several times. I think that helps, but you know, my animes usually come out fairly decent. So,
Yeah, because I was drawing that. Remember, I had told you I was drawing I had to draw a picture of that character Deku from My Hero Academia.
yeah,
Like I was, you know, fiddling around doing some sketches on my my screen, trying to figure out a good pose for the guy. And then I went back and I watched the like a trailer, a couple of
Yeah.
trailers for the My Hero Academia and all that. And I was like, the pose I was trying to put this guy into was like nothing at all of like how his character is, you know?
yeah. I think that's the worst thing about doing a character you know nothing about. Picking a pose if you want to do something other than, you know, one of the reference pictures that you got. That's why I probably stick to a lot of the poses I see in the reference, you know, because then, you know, you're hoping the person that's done it knows something about the character
Yeah.
to put them in that pose. And that way, at least you've got a decent pose for the character. That's the only way that I guess I really find it important is knowing a pose, you know, like, yeah, it's like if you knew nothing about Batman and drawing him flying because he's got a cape or something like that.
Or not just that, just not knowing anything about Batman and drawing him having a good time and smiling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or drawing Superman, you know, brooding and edgy, you know, it's like it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Now let's see. Matt says, awesome, thanks. The main idea is the central character is a quadriplegic. Oh, yeah. My anime knowledge is subpar, says Matt. And he says, okay, definitely sounds interesting for sure. We can work out details or whatever, Matt. We'll go over maybe in another video. Not sure how much you want to put out here in YouTube land so everybody can hear. And then he says, hey guys, by the way, I posted a new video I'd love some feedback on. Maybe when you're done here, you can check it out. It's a Bob Ross style.
Who posted a new video?
Matt Kimball.
I'm gonna go look at it right now. I'm gonna give him some feedback live. Hold on a second. Matt Kimball. Let me see if I can follow this guy. Go to channel. Let's paint a barn and an old truck.
I don't think that's what is it?
It says 1 hour ago.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord, it's an hour long. Okay.
He says, woo, awesome. And he says, oh yeah, I'm very followable. Did you subscribe to him?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I like it yet.
Yeah, cross. It's the chopped down version. Not yet, sticky art. That's who I should draw a Swamp Thing again. Or have I ever drawn Swamp Thing? I don't think. Because Swamp Thing, that's what I'm going to do next week. DC Swamp Thing. Because they just aired that thing. And they've got an Alfred Pennyworth
And Alfred Pennyworth, what?
thing, I think on Showcase. TV series coming out. It's before he, I think, meets.
Matt Kimball, what are you recording this on? What program are you using to record this painting? I'm sorry, Rick. That you don't have to wait and be quiet for him to answer.
No. Technically, I've already drawn Negative Man. Evan, I did it with my Doom Patrol. 2 coconuts and some duct tape. What episode, Rick? What do you mean, what episode? Evan? Matt says, no, I stream it at first from OBS, then download that, chop it down in Resolve, and then use that as a media element in OBS and overlay commentary as I watch it.
Oh, so he's not actually doing commentary as he's painting. Okay. Oh, I see it sped up. This painting is actually sped up 4 times.
And then Matt says, it's terribly low. We'll try to fix that up soon. No, the original stream was 12 hours long.
Oh, that's very long.
But only about 5 hours of actual painting.
What was he doing the rest of the time? Just talking?
Talking or gaming.
Just to stop painting and still live streaming?
He does a lot of almost constant thing.
Mm-hmm.
He says chain smoking. They're reviewing my latest video. Well, if it's an hour long, I'll review it at another time.
Well, I already finished watching it. I mean, I'm just jumping around from seeing what he's doing here and there.
Okay, Evan, you said what episode, Rick? And I want to know, what episode did I draw that on? Look for Doom Patrol. Go to my channel stuff, type in Doom Patrol.
All right, so my review for this video is it's a very good video. I think there's a lot of wasted space there underneath his image. That gray box needs to get filled up with something, maybe a little advertisement for his channel or a watermark for his channel. I think that he needs to bump up the contrast on his paintings, meaning like, even though it's very tempting to just do everything in that same tone, that hue, like stop it and just go straight to doing the very bright sunlight colors on the truck and the very dark shadows inside the barn. I think it's missing that. I think it would be served better by including those from his reference pictures into that painting. Because if you wanted to give it a more somber feel, you'd be better off just changing the actual overall colors of all of the objects in the image, instead of fading them out. Other than that, I think it's a fantastic video, and I'm probably going to go back into his channel and watch it. And as a matter of fact, let me go and subscribe so I can do that later. All right, that's done. That's my 2 cents.
Sure it wasn't 4?
I'm positive it was not 4.
Although I must admit, Evan, on the piece for Doom Patrol, he is small.
Who's small?
Negative Man. Well, he's not small. Yeah. I can get the piece really quick. Doom Patrol. Photo.
I'm an amendment to be, yes, an amendment to be. Oh my goodness, I wish my phone didn't die. I really need that reference for this Mexican wrestling mask. His mask is so complicated. Let me see. What is this guy's name? Is it Bushi?
So there you go, Evan. We got Negative Man, Elastigirl, and Robot Man. JP4 says, do it from memory.
Look at this mask, dude. It's outrageous. Are you seeing it?
Give me a sec. Oh, great.
Like, look at that symbol on the forehead. That thing is.
You gotta move it over a bit. I can't
see
see the mask. Quite see the mask. And down. Yeah. Wow.
You seeing it now?
Yeah. Now I'm seeing the
outrageous.
Yeah, that is. I actually got one. Somebody was down to Mexico and they thought of me and they grabbed me one.
Yeah, we went over to Hollywood for Halloween a few years back.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any costumes, you know. So we were like, well, got to put something. So we stopped over and we bought some Mexican wrestling masks. That's all we did. We just took off our shirts and just put a Mexican wrestling mask. And they were effective. Like people liked it. They liked we committed to the bit, and they were like, we were, when you're in traffic in Hollywood for Halloween, because I don't know if you've ever been down there for Halloween. It's a real big thing.
No. Well, I've been to LA once in my life, and it was, technically it was in September. It was, about a month away from Halloween, but I was only there for about a week, less than a week.
Well, like the main strip for Hollywood is, it's not actually Hollywood Boulevard, it's Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
And that whole place just gets like closed down, and wherever your car is, that's where it's going to stay until the next day because they close off all the streets.
Yeah.
So you can either you hang out in your car and people are walking by and it's just a big parade of people, like a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand people, walking around in costumes and stuff. And you yell out of your car and you party and you drink.
And then when I was there, I didn't explore too much just because, by myself, strange city, you know. It's bad enough I was taking the bus around LA, the city bus,
Yeah, that's hard, dude.
and your subway.
You got to have a plan before you hop on the LA bus.
Yeah, I did. I looked up which bus to go where and all that. And JP4 says my uncle was a judge in Hollywood. So I'm not sure whether this is any bigger for you, Evan, big enough for you to see or not. But there it is, the Doom Patrol again. JP4 says he's never ridden a bus.
What?
Like a city bus or Greyhound or all of it. Yeah, a school bus. It's just privileged and all that.
Well, I guess so. Not even like for the experience. You never rode a bus? Damn.
He says city bus. Then Evan goes, tour bus?
Oh, JP looks like the kind of person that has been on many a tour bus.
So you've been on like a tour bus, or what about a school bus, as Evan said?
JP probably owns like some rickety old bus from the 60s.
And he said, did the school thing and Greyhound. Also a weird ass bus in the Philippines. Okay, so he's been on Schoolhound and like Greyhound type thing. And a lot of short buses too. So he just hasn't been on a city bus. So I guess that's not so bad.
Oh yeah, and a good icebreaker pickup line that actually works is you hang out of the car and you pick out some girl and you say, "Hey baby, you're more beautiful than the championship belt," and they respond really well with
it. And he says he's been on buses with chickens and other animals. Airport / hospital shuttle bus.
It sounds like JP's been on many a bus. I'll tell you that.
All except for the city bus.
He's like a city bus snob, is what he is.
Well, if you survived a bus with chicken and other animals, I think you could survive a city bus. Nevin says that sounds like bad advice.
What sounds like bad advice?
I know JP said I like Chevys. Chevys.
Let's see what this looks like if I turn the entire thing black. Ooh,
Nice.
rough. Well, this one over here on the side, this mask is not matching up. Shit. Let me see if I can fix this.
Impala says, Impala, you've impaled me, JP.
I think he's speaking about the car.
Eagle puts a flying saucer in the chat for some reason.
So, what are you gonna do this year for Halloween, Rick?
I don't know. When is Halloween?
Are you gonna go? You're gonna go yell at all the children about how they're participating in heathen practices and ruin everybody's fun?
No. 31st is a Thursday.
Oh, that means I'm gonna have that off. Nice.
I might do something on my channel like I did last year
What'd you
for a
do?
bit.
What'd you do last year?
I put on somewhat of a costume, and I think he might have been around too. I think did a little bit of streaming on my channel, and then I went over to Manny's.
I think I was
You might
on. Whose channel was I on? I think it was. I know Booster was there. And I
It
was
was
wearing.
probably Manny's Good Dogs
No, it wasn't. It was. I'm trying to remember who it was.
or Chester. Oh, it could have been you did. What's the thing that night? Um, John Quarter Fan Edition.
No, was it?
It was a Thursday, so
Yeah, it was that
awesome.
last. Woo, trying to remember who was streaming when a whole year ago. That's a long time, brother. I know I was wearing a costume. I was wearing my Gaston costume.
Yeah, I made something up with the stuff that I have here. So it was just some crazy costume.
Okay, so this guy here is supposed to be facing the opposite direction. Let's copy him. Let's erase
Eagle
him.
says create a radio show from scratch.
A radio show.
Scary radio show. Evan says I have a soundboard. Eagle said before that Halloween is evil. We should do a Raven show, radio show. Tales from the cult.
I'm 100% down for that.
Eagle says also wore a Gaston costume but wouldn't sing. JP4 says it. We have had Impala, Caprice, Monte Carlos, and Deluxe. I have pine, oak, maple, and cherry boards. I guess that's for Evan, who said he had a soundboard.
It's Impalas, Caprices, Monte Carlos, and trucks. JP says, John, are you going to do trucks with me? Can I?
Yeah, you can do multiplayer.
Meaning, can I do it without playing on a computer? Can I play on my PlayStation?
Oh, probably not.
Because I bought that PlayStation so I could like play and like catch up on some games. I haven't been able to play it at all, dude.
What, that's a PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get a PS4.
Like I got it and I'm like, I have the game that I really wanted to play was the new Dragon Quest. And I bought that and I got halfway through it, but I got like busy, dude. I don't know.
You just play it when you can. You know, half an hour there, 5 hours there, somewhere else. Yeah, there's a few games for that I'd like to play.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go back and I want to play the Metal Gear that I missed because I loved those games.
Yeah. I know that I'd like to play this new Spidey game.
Yeah, that looked really cool too. It's supposed to be like an open world.
Injustice 2. I know there's a couple others. Also, I'm sure I'd like to play a lot of those Quest games too. I like some of them. Eagle says he wants to play Stick Shard of Darkness. Okay.
What the hell is that?
Evan says he died the ETS mod. Okay, I have no idea what that means. And I might have to get that truck game because I said I'd play it if we go to Canada. And apparently there's a Canadian map for it now.
Ooh, you're on the hook now, Rick.
Have to send me a link where I can get it, JP. And tomorrow I'll get on your sketch card too. I'll record it tomorrow after high noon. Doing it.
You're finally gonna draw my sketch card?
No. JP, he's one of my oh, you gotta pay for the truck one? I might not be able to do it then. He says it's only $40. West Coast Canada. Well, I've never been there, so. What's it saying? Something about something. Matt says you can play my game. It's $0. Yes, he's got a game. I didn't get it all loaded up the couple days ago when I tried. It was taking a bit to load up. JP4 says we can go to Saskatchewan. I guess we can visit Cat then. It says, haven't heard a thing you were saying, right?
I'm gonna have to start a collection so that we can get Kat to buy your $1,000 tier book, so that you have to personally hand deliver it to Kat.
Yeah, well, that's assuming that she'll give me the address to do that.
We can figure it out. It won't be that hard.
Well, then again, I guess we could meet somewhere in Saskatchewan to hand deliver it. That way I don't actually have her address.
Well, Saskatchewan is a very large province.
Yeah, it's a large province, but it doesn't have a large population, and she probably wouldn't want to go any further than her town she lives in, city she lives in.
So, well, never mind.
No, Saskatchewan is a city in the province of Saskatchewan. Evan.
No, it's Saskatoon, not Saskatchewan.
Whatever, it's still a city in the province of Saskatchewan.
You don't even know your own cities, Rick. You're Canadian.
Yeah, well, I don't live in that province. I don't have to remember funny names.
You heard it here. Rick confirms that Canadian city names are hilarious.
No, just in Saskatchewan. In fact, just that province, Saskatchewan, has a funny name. Now, Ontario, that sounds better. Hamilton, Toronto, Ottawa, Burlington, Mississauga, Oakville.
Are you just purposely saying funny names of things?
No, I'm actually naming cities around me. Dundas, Stony Creek. Evan says he was in Saskatchewan 2 months ago. Well, it would have been Saskatchewan as well. Matt says, hey, American, here's how Canadians pronounce our weird place names. Let's see. There's Ancasters, St. Catharines. Sticky Art says, if I premiere a 5-minute video, will anyone come?
When are you going to do that?
I think he means now. And yeah, sure. I come. It's 7 o'clock here. Been 2 hours, so I can kick John off. Kick myself off.
You can try. I'll still be here. Oh yeah, he's saying nowish.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a one tonight at about 10, a 5 minute video or less, Disney princess video, just so people should get some.
Oh, princess.
Yeah, doing all, most, if not all, plus some of the Disney princesses.
Are you gonna do Anna and Elsa?
I've done Anna and I've done
Because
Elsa.
they're not Disney princesses.
Why are they not Disney princesses?
Because they make too much money on their own to be lumped in with the Disney princess group. They don't want to put them in.
Okay. Well, a lot of people would consider them Disney princesses, so I done.
You're right, Rick. You are correct. There are a lot of stupid people that don't listen. Yeah. No, yeah, they make way too much money just selling their own merchandise. Like they make more money than Cars, which makes a ton of money.
Yeah, but how would that make them not Disney princesses?
Well, because you have to buy their things exclusively.
Okay, so
Like Disney princesses kind of made their money and ran their course, other than Belle and Jasmine. But they had to be they included them anyway because they needed to fill out the roster. And so when they kind of they a movie has not a movie but a property, a character has kind of like a terminal value.
Yeah.
Then you start getting like you still get returns, but it's not as big as it once was. Now, in order to get those returns higher, they created a new tier of things called the Disney Princess line.
Yeah.
And that gives them even more money, because then now you have these people that they're princesses and yada yada yada. And when you buy them, you get a nice little group of them.
Yeah.
Whatever, that's cool. But Anna and Elsa make so much money individually that it would actually hurt the Disney Princess line if they included them.
He says, okay, he premiered. Okay, so maybe we should go over to Sticky Art, watch his premiere for 5 minutes.
What is he premiering?
Video. I'm not sure what the video is about. What's the video about? Or do you want to tell us?
Is it going to be good? I don't want to go over there if it's not going to be good.
Eagle says, okay, question, who is the best princess?
That would be Aurora.
I've done her. I'm doing them alphabetically. The only one that's not getting a video is Belle. And that's more because I did do it. I recorded it, but once I went to stop the video, it messed up. He says it's Pennywise, I think from Spawn or whatever, the clown Pennywise.
Oh, from It?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go watch that. I'm down for that.
Zelda. Matt says Zelda is greater than all the Disney princesses.
I think that the best Disney princess song is Cinderella's.
Yeah.
But the best overall princess, like this is the most enjoyable movie really is going to be Sleeping Beauty with Aurora. Just because Prince Philip like steals the show. He's like the only awesome Disney prince there is.
And let's see, I just did Moana today. I recorded it. I just got to shrink it down and all that, and then put it up on my Patreon for people to see early before it gets premiered on YouTube.
Oh no, I don't disagree with Evan. Cinderella is a horrifying looking princess. Yes, she's not attractive. She's very ugly. She's drawn poorly. The whole movie is drawn poorly. but the songs that she sings are probably the best songs.
But I guess we should go so we can go over to Sticky Art's channel for his premiere. So you want to promote yourself there, John?
Oh, I know. Yeah. If all of you guys could go over to my webtoons, I have a webtoon comic called Cosmonaut. Search it up and give it a look-see and let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. That's all.
Yeah, and it's very good, guys. It's worth going to check out. I've read the most recent one. So,
Did you like it?
yes, I did. Waiting for Friday to see what happens. Does she get violated or not? I know that's bad.
You think Luchador say something in chat? Well, my chat would be under Dillard Draws, not Luchador. But there you go. Here I am. I'll put it in there right there. But yeah. Let's go check out Sticky Art.
Okay.
All right.
See
Thanks for
you,
having me on,
everybody.
Rick.
No problem.
And later on, guys.